Let's go on. Let's go on from that, Alex. Let's ask about the team and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, when you guys look at or when people look at the roster from the outside, obviously people go to the quarterback first, Spencer Rattler. But you guys have a lot of very good players around him, recruits, transfers, returning guys. So kind of talk to us a bit about what you guys got going on there for the roster.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the number one guy on the team that, the face of the team is Spencer Rattler. And this school has never had a passer with the talent that he can do. Even when he struggled last year, some of the throws he would make, we'd all just be sitting there like, whoa, is this what it's like to have a pro quarterback? Like, this guy he's got an arm on him. And things really came together at the end, which I kind of will get to as, a little bit later. But the other guy is his receiving, his favorite target is Juice Wells, who transferred from JMU. Came from a 1AA, moved over to South Carolina, and towards the end of the season especially tore it up, and they really had a good connection. So those are kind of the top guys. Actually, you wonder who the number 3 best players, and Sean will understand this.
Yeah.
We have a stud punter by the name of Kai Kroger.
Let's go.
Okay.
And he pins these teams back and makes defenses go, 80, 90 yards. It's kind of crazy for me to be hyping up one of the punters, but he was phenomenal last year in changing the field position and also part of Beamer ball, just like his dad.
Yes.
Kai Kroger was throwing, passes and they were running fakes and, just putting that whole special team swag to things. So he actually was a pretty good player. But you're right about, they've got some transfers that have come in. This is wild. They don't have a single returning tight end in their room. They had to completely flip it because you mentioned him a couple weeks ago. They lost Jaheim Bell to Florida State, which is a huge loss because they underutilized him last year. And he said, I'm out of here. And he went somewhere else. And then the other guy, Austin Stodner, went back to Oklahoma. He came with Spencer from Oklahoma. And let me tell you, he had slow feet. He had brick feet on him, and he was terrible last year. So he went back to Oklahoma, went to, I guess, the Pass Happy League that is that conference. But they've been able to get some recruits, get some, transfers come in. They've got some underrated tight ends that, I can't tell you the guy from Arkansas that's going to be the tight end, but he's actually supposed to be under the radar impressing. And they brought in a wide receiver from Memphis by the name of Eddie Lewis. And there's a real good chance I think the offense is just going to explode, and he's someone that's not many people know about, but there's a real good chance that he's going to be featured a lot. Overall, for the recruiting, it ended up being 16th in the nation, so that was pretty high. They got a lot of local guys. South Carolina's Mr. South Carolina Football Player of the Year, a defensive lineman. They got some Georgia guys. And then most importantly, he nailed his first 5-star in Nick Harbor, coming from he's got a pipeline going on to the DMV right now with some players. And he got Nick Harbor's a wide receiver, tight end, hybrid athlete. He's a track star. And this guy chose South Carolina with track as his second big sport over going to Oregon, which is kind of wild. And their track team.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I absolutely love that. Yeah, hey,